bet you ride around in that nigga car, you wearing slippers, you posting flowers. Bitch, I'm finna go inside your head. Yeah, bitch, you finna see me today. Like, you made it seem like I'm crazy, man. It's cool though. It's cool though. You thought I was crazy before, but bitch, I'm finna make a scene. Do you fucking hear me, Diana? You fucking dumbass Haitian. Do you hear me, brother? I'm finna make a scene.
Hey guys, it's your girl Danny here and I'm back at another freaking video. If you're new to my channel, welcome, subscribe. If you're not, welcome back. What's good? You already know what time it is. Y'all, it's so crazy how I be having these crazy story times, but it's just life be happening. Things happen all the time. But y'all, let me see if this guy unblocked me first. I can't go on his page. I'm trying to find his page because I'm trying to go back to our messages to when we met. But it's like I can't even find his page anymore because he blocked me. So if he blocked me, that's perfect. Now I can really just talk my smack. We're going to be talking about how my ex tried to pull up on me and fight me. And it's just like, I go for people who's grown. I don't know why I attract grown folks, but I go for people who's grown, right? I'm 21 years old. The majority of the people that I be going for be like, what? Be 29, 28, 27. But like, I'm done now because like I done got scarred twice, so I'm done. I feel like the least I would go for 23 and the oldest 25, because I still want somebody who's older than me. I don't want nobody who's my age for real or younger than me. Like, I just can't do it. I don't know. So I met this guy, okay? I'm gonna try to remember everything. This happened not too long ago, but like, one thing about me, when something bad happens, I try to move past it so quick. Like, I try to move on so quick. So I met this boy in December 2024, right? And how I met him, so I had an ex-best friend who had a boyfriend, and her boyfriend is one of his family members, BD, so baby daddy. So we kind of knew each other like that. Like, me and my ex-best friend went on a trip. Her boyfriend posted it. He seen it because they follow each other. He commented on it. He plugged us together, and boom, we started talking, right? And it was so cool because it's like, oh my gosh, the boys know each other. We cool, we close. It's gonna be so cute. Da 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 da. I was like, cute. I was like, okay, cool. Like, close to home. Like, let's do it. So I started talking to him. Like, after he seen me, he slid in my DMs. The way he slid in my DMs was so funny and creative. That's why I gave him a chance. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is so crazy. But yeah, that's flag number one. I don't want to meet nobody on Instagram anymore. If you text me on Instagram, like, I'm not gonna take you serious. I feel like my man is not gonna be on Instagram. My man is not gonna be, you know, he's not gonna be on Instagram. Like, that's how I feel like. I feel like I'm gonna meet my man in person through mutual friends in person, not at Instagram stuff. I don't want to deal with nobody from Instagram anymore. But yeah, we started texting. Ooh, you know, conversation good, conversation juicy. We feeling each other. We exchange numbers. He tell me how he know my ex-best friend boyfriend. We get to know each other. We like, okay, cool. We start, you know, age, birthday, all that. He was a water sign. He was a Cancer. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you know, we like this. I'm a Scorpio. Y'all gotta believe it, but I put it into consideration. I take it into consideration, you know. I feel like water signs, we like this. Like, every Pisces and Cancer I know, we like this. So, oh, this is perfect. Like, this is my husband. This is my husband, okay? That's how delusional I am. So I'm like, okay, cool. We exchange numbers. We get on the phone. I'm talking about long conversation, 3 hours. Like, every time we get on the phone, 3 like long conversations. And I was asking him, like, you know, where he stay. He stay in Miami. I'm like, that's perfect. Maybe you close to home, because I don't do long distance. But I'm like, perfect, you close to home. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet you, because the conversation was so good. We on the phone for hours. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to meet you. And I feel like nowadays, I feel like when you want to see a guy or meet a guy, I feel like y'all should plan a date, or he should come see you. It should never be you going to them. Like, you could go to them if you want to, but I feel like it shouldn't be like that. But my happy behind what I did, I went to him, you know. We was chatting. I don't know if in the beginning stage I knew he didn't have a car yet, but I feel like I did know, but I still went to go see him. He didn't have a car, okay? Mind you, he's 29, 28, one of them, he didn't have a car. That should have been my first red flag. But I was so deeply like already attached with our conversations, our everything. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna go see him. That's my man. That's gonna be my husband. Okay, I don't care what you got going on, baby. I want to see you. I don't know if he told me he didn't have a car yet or if I already knew, but just know both of them was done. So I went to go see him. We had a date. We planned a date. Our date was a little picnic, you know, just picnic and vision boards. We was gonna do vision boards because it was in December. We was gonna do vision boards. He never did a vision board. I always do vision boards every year. So I was like, you know what, it's gonna be cute. Let's do it with him. You know, this is something new. I'm pretty sure no girl in your life sat you down to actually reach your goals. So it was tea. You know, me trying to be different. Me trying to be ooh. I'm like, okay, bet. Like we went to the library. Like I pulled up on him. He had a bottle. Went to the library to go print out all the pictures. His pictures, my pictures, and we went to go get food. You know, he paid for the food. You know, he paid for the pictures was free, I think. And then we went to a park. We sat down, had a little blanket, and it was cool. We was drinking, we was eating, we had Popeyes, we was doing our vision boards. It was so cute. Like it was such a vibe. Like this was something that I always wanted. Like I love romantic stuff. Like this was so cute. I was like, he did his big one. Even though I had to come see you, but it's whatever. I picked him up. We went to go. Night was 10 out of 10. I loved it. The sunset was coming down, all that. And then I don't want to put my business out there, but I feel like if I'm going to put his business out there, I might as well put my business out there, right? So yeah, long story short, we got drunk. I was too drunk to drive, so I just stayed over his house. Mind you, this is my first time meeting him. I went home the next day, or I went to work the next day. I don't remember, y'all. This was all a blur. When I'm drunk, I don't really remember what happened. Well, like I don't remember vividly, step by step, like what happened, what occurred. I just know it was really cold because it was around December, and I just was too drunk, so I just stayed over. I don't remember vividly what happened, but I just know I went home the next day, and we started talking, you know, recapping about the night, how good it was, woo, and me falling more in love, being delusional. I'm like, oh yeah, that's my man. That's gonna be my husband. But then I started to get to know him even more. I'm not gonna tell you everything about our whole life's love story, but I'm gonna just break it down, right? So, you know, I started to get him more. He started to tell me about his peoples, about him, what he used to do, and why he in the situation that he was in, and me being so pity. So basically, he was 29 years old. He had a job, but it barely was a job. It was like, I'm gonna just say Chick-fil-A, right? It was like one of those chicken tender jobs, Chick-fil-A, cool. And he was in school. He was in trade school. I'm not gonna tell you what he was gonna become, but he was in trade school. He used to do what everybody else in Miami do, and he moved to Orlando with his roommate. And then, you know, I feel like what you do, what everybody else do in Miami, that don't last long. So you need a plan. And one thing I peep about him, he's not proactive. Like he's not, okay, like I'm gonna do this for my future, I'm gonna do this for my future. He's all about now. So I feel like that caught up to him. It wasn't sustainable, and now he's at where he's at. So he was in Orlando doing what he do, and I guess it caught up to him. His roommate moved out and he couldn't whatever, so he moved back with his peoples. He don't like it when I say mom, but he was staying with his mom and his peoples, right? So we're just gonna say peoples. So I'm like, okay, like you told me all this happened. You know, things happen, life happens. People, at least he has a home to go back to. Some people don't have a house to go back to. Like I don't have a home to go back to. Like my mom, like, yeah, I get it. I could go stay with my peoples, but it's just like I wouldn't want to, right? So yeah, mind you, you grown, right? Okay, cool. You trying to get back on your feet, cool. You stay with your peoples. I'm like, okay, cool. Like you tell me that you like I'm feeding into the potential. Like he's like, okay, he's getting his life together right now. Yeah, he works at this job. He's doing applications. Like he's saucing me up. He's like, oh yeah, he's on Indeed doing applications, like, you know, often, so he can get a better job. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, and you in school, you know, there's potential. But I feel like personally, if you don't like your situation, I feel like you need to have that hustling mentality. Like you need to be go selling something, flipping something. Like you need to be buying something to go sell it more. Like you need to go be doing something. Like me, I always try to find something to do because I don't like asking. I don't like, you know, I still be asking, but I don't like asking. So, because if I want something, I want something right now. So I'm gonna find a way to get it, you know. But he wasn't like that. But you know, me, I'm like, okay, you know, everybody don't want that. So I'm gonna just vibe off of him. I'm gonna just watch him. That's what I was doing. I was like, I'm gonna just watch him, right? I didn't tell him that. I was like, I'm gonna just watch him. This is what he's telling me, but I'm gonna just watch him. You know, I already like him. He has potential. Let me not judge people, you know? let me not, because everybody go through hardships, you know. So I was like, let me just see. But now that I'm looking at it, my sister told me, like, if you at 29, like, it's a certain age where you just have to have some type of in order. Like, you should not be expecting nothing from nobody. I feel like at 29 years old, you should have your own spot. Don't get me wrong, some people go through stuff, yeah, but I feel like you should have something in order. He didn't have nothing in order. No credit, no car, no crib. Finances was like habits, everyday habits was, and it's like, I'm not even trying to throw dirt on his name, but it's just like, as a grown-ass man, like, I was just watching this. I'm younger than you. I'm 21, and I'm looking at this like, what the heck? But me not, you know, my senses wasn't here. I'm just going with the flow. I'm just like, oh my gosh, he's so sweet. Like, you know, he pillow talking me. Everything sounds so good and sweet. I feel like this gonna be my man. We gonna get married, all that woody woo. This is what he told me in the beginning. He was like, cause you know me, I don't do people with kids. I don't. So I asked him straight up, I'm like, you got kids? He said no. I was like, ooh, grown and no, don't got no kids, baby. That's God sending him to me, because I don't got no kids either. I don't do that BM drama. I don't like it. So I'm like, cool, you don't got no kids? He was like, oh no, he don't got no kids, but you know, somebody in the past did try to pin a baby on him. And I'm like, tell me more. It's like, you know, the girl that did try to pin a baby on him, she was around my age, like 22, 23, but he didn't tell me her age. She was just like, you know, she didn't know who the BD was. She didn't know who she was messing with. And she just tried to pin a baby on him. And he tried to clear it up with him and his people. Like, his mom got in the picture. He was just like, oh, how you don't know who the BD is, but you trying to say his mind, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, me personally, if you know what you're doing, you know who you having woo-de-woo with, you should know. But he was like, oh, that's not his, and she was confused, so that's not his. So he moved on with his life. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's the story. If you telling me that, you not giving me no reason to not believe you. So I'm just like, but now I'm not giving nobody the benefit of the doubt no more. Guys are very sneaky and very, like, guys be lying. And that's one thing I peep about him. He would lie to get his way. And I'm very manipulative. Like, you could tell me something, and because I love you so much, like, I'm gonna believe you. Like, that's not, or because I'm so delusional, I'm gonna believe you. So he was telling me all that, I'm believing him. I'm like, okay, bet you know, she out of your life, cool. And my sister told me, fast forward, she was like, why would somebody pin a baby on somebody who don't got nothing going on with their life? Like, if you a rapper, I get it why people want to pin a baby on you. If you got money, I get it why people want to pin a baby on you. But if you don't have none of that, like, why am I pinning a baby on you? Like, why? So that should have been a red flag, right? So, you know, we falling more in love. We doing everything together. Like, I'm talking about, like, I would come over his house. And that's one thing too. He didn't have a car, so he couldn't come to me. I would always go to him. And mind you, I stay in Broward, like deep Broward. And Broward is a different county than Miami. He stayed deep Miami. Not like, it's like we both stayed deep in separate parts. Like, I'm from Miami, but I moved to Broward. Like, I was staying with my peoples, so I was deep in Broward. I'm talking about, if you in regular North Miami, Miramar, and you drive up to Broward, you're gonna have to keep driving to get to where I used to stay. So imagine me driving from there all the way to where he stayed. He stayed in, like, I'm gonna say Brickell. He didn't stay in Brickell, but he stayed around Brickell, like, you know, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away from Brickell or Hialeah. That's how far deep, like, if you're from Miami, you know that's how far deep I was driving every single day, every single night, every time to go spend time with him. Now, mind you, he was a sweetheart. Like, whenever we would link or do something together, sometimes, like, if it was like up north, he would meet me halfway. You know, he would catch the bus and I would pick him up wherever he at. You know, like, I felt like that was dedication. Like, you ain't have no car, but you still was making a way to come see me, still making a way to come chill with me, like, still doing stuff to come see me. So I feel like that was cute. Like, you know, I feel like that was cute. Child, but how long can you do it for though? All right. So yeah, that's how, whenever we used to hang, that's how we used to do it. Or I used to just come to him, pick him up, and he would just drive to our locations, whatever, cool. And that was every time. Did he put gas in my car? Yeah, majority of the time. So, but that's not something that I can't do. Like, we don't talk right now and I still put gas in my car. So I don't care about no gas, baby. That's bare minimum. I don't care about it. Food, that's bare minimum. I don't care about it. Like, I can eat without you. I'm alive, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, every time we used to hang, that's what happened, right? Child, Christmas came around. I took him to my cousin's Christmas party. We had matching pajamas. I bought the pajamas, and because I wanted us to match, I wanted us to look cute, you know. We used to just, yeah, because I thought that he was gonna be the one. Child, yeah, that happened, and then we just started getting more closer, started falling for each other more. But one thing that I did realize about him, that we used to argue so much over the littlest things, like my attitude. And I feel like, me personally, like, I'm a real sweetheart, but I do have a bad attitude, but it only comes out when it's provoked. Like, if you do something that I don't like and I say that I don't like it and you continue to do it, this attitude gonna come out, and it's gonna come out strong, like, I'm telling you. And he didn't understand that, like, okay, like, this is my girl, let me try to change to make her happy. Like, you want me in your life, but you was not trying to make me happy. Like, he was stuck in his ways, and that's just what it was, okay? And one thing about me, I can't change nobody, especially their character. I can't change it, and he had a bad character, okay? He was a sweetheart, but he had a bad character. Like, the things that he used to do, his habits, it was just so red flag. I try to do my best as a girlfriend to, you know, be there for him, be his motivation, be his woody woo. And it got to a point where I was getting irritated, and I was getting so, like, y'all, I'm sorry if y'all hear screaming, that's my nephew in the back, like, making so much noise. And it's like, I can't control it, because he's only 3 years old, and he gonna make noise. Like, I don't know. So we just gonna try to do this, because I'm not filming this video twice. I already filmed this video once. It's my second time. I'm not filming it third time. I'm sorry. So yeah, I try to do all that I can as a girlfriend to, you know, motivate him, push him to do more in life. But it's like, I can't change none of that. Only he can see it, and only he can want to do different, right? So, like I said, we used to argue a lot over every little thing. Like, any and every, how he driving, I'm getting pissed off. How he doing this, I'm getting pissed off. Like, and it was like, every time we would communicate, he would always think I'm coming at him, or I'm bashing him, or I'm doing something like that. That's like I'm attacking him. Like, I want to fight. I don't want to fight. I just want to communicate. But we could never communicate. We could never communicate. Like, every time we used to get into an argument, like, it used to be so toxic and so bad. Like, I would throw a fit. I'm talking about fit, just so I can see him change, just so I can see him do something different. But he would never do it. It's like he was stuck in his ways. And grown folks, you cannot change them. If they already one way, you cannot change them. Like, they already done ran through life. They already think whatever and he was very hard-headed. Like, he didn't care about nothing. If you told him something was wrong, he was like, okay, so he don't care. Like, he don't see it until he actually sees it, you know, or until it actually affects him. Child, the way he used to dress, I used to tell him, like, yo, like, what you got on? Like, please, like, I don't understand. But he used to tell me, oh no, this is nice, how he like to dress, how he like, cool. If you like dress how you like to dress, cool. But like, what he used to have on, it's just like, bro. And I used to try to tell him, like, bro, like, I don't get what you be wearing. Like, it don't be matching sometimes. And he used to get so angry. Like, the type of anger he used to have, I really felt like he had anger issues. And he told me, like, you know, when we started talking, he told me that he grew up in a 2-parent household, right? But his pops left. And it's just like, I thought because he grew up in a 2-parent household that was good, you know, that means he came from structure. But really, when he was telling me, like, growing up, he was never able to express his feelings, so he bottled everything up. And I feel like that's where that anger come from. Like, that right there, and the type of anger he had, it's like, you say one thing or two things wrong to him, or you tell him that, like, what he's doing is not good or something, like, he gets so defensive and so angry. And so do me too. Like, I'm not perfect, but I do come to an understanding, and I do come to an agreement. I know how to, you know, I know how to have a conversation and communicate with somebody. He don't. But child, that's beyond the point. As we started getting more closer, was falling in love more, doing more stuff together, child, I started giving gifts, okay? Like, giving gifts. And when he stayed with his people, he stayed with his sister, and his sister had 3 kids. Like, it was just a lot of people in that house. I used to come over. I love all of them though, like, truly, like, to the bottom of my heart. But he did try me. And I used to bring his nieces gifts, like little toys that I used to go to the store and buy, candy, like all that. They loved me, okay? Like, that's why I was over there so much. Like, his sister loved me. He was like, oh, when his sister, you know, meet somebody, And usually like they don't really like, he don't really like people. Like his sister don't really like people, but she actually liked me because I was shy, but I was very talkative. Like whatever they needed, like I was like, what's up, what's tea? Like we was a thing. Like we was a thing, okay? And let me get back on track. So we met in December, right? And then we was talking a lot, like talking a lot the whole month of January. I'm like, so this man not finna ask me to be his girlfriend? So I'm doing all this, coming over, getting gifts, we eating, we doing this. Like I'm talking about driving all the way down, like a lot. And you don't see that if you want me to be your girlfriend or not. I'm confused. He's talking about some, oh wait, I got something planned. I'm thinking we finna do a whole proposal, a whole shebang, a whole ooh, like I'm talking about pedals on the floor, run out of a hotel, something big. Child, February, you know, it's Valentine's Day. I'm like, okay, so I don't know if I should plan, like I don't know if I should make plans for Valentine's Day or not, because he's not telling me nothing. Like you're not keeping me in the insight. And let me tell you something, as we was going out in January, a lot of stuff was like showing. Like every time we would go out, he would be like, we would have a budget. Now there's nothing wrong with having a budget, but the way he gave me a budget is so crazy. Because me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a very spoiled person. Like especially if I go out with a guy, like there is no budget, baby. If I want this, you should be able to get it, because I can get it for myself, okay? So after the little picnic trip, after the little picnic date, we went bowling, right? And the bowling alley that we went to was very high end and very expensive, okay? I'm not gonna say the name because a lot of people like to be messy, but you go, it's very high end and very expensive. And their drinks, like they sell bottles at that bowling alley. Like that's how expensive they are. But their drinks are very expensive. So when we went to the bowling alley, right, we was sitting down cute, you know, as a couple, cool. And it was time to get drinks. And I got me a drink, he got him a drink, and I wanted a shot and I wanted to actually bowl. But he was like, you know, he works at a regular 9-to-5, a chicken tender place. So it's just like what he was making, plus he had a whole bunch of debts and stuff like that. Like what he was making was not enough to support our date, support me, barely to support him, right? But he didn't want to show it, and he felt really bad. And I feel bad too, because it's like, damn, I didn't wanna like every time I go out, your confidence level go down because you can't afford it. Like basically I wasn't the girl for him, but I didn't want to push that on him, because I know how guys' egos be. Like if I can't afford this for a girl, it's like woody woo. And he felt that. He felt like I didn't respect him because he couldn't afford stuff for me, or he couldn't afford me. He felt like I couldn't, that's why I didn't respect him. But it's like that do play a role in it, because I would look at him like, I'm gonna go out with my girls, I'm gonna do me, because if you're not taking me out and all we're doing is just hanging in the house, I'm not like that. I like to go out. And I did go out with my peoples and my friends, and he used to always blow me up and want me to be on the phone with him 24/7, and it's like, let me have fun with my homegirls. And he was very insecure. He felt like every time I would go out and not answer him, I was cheating, right? There was one time I went to the gym with an old high school friend. He's gay. An old high school friend. We went to the gym, and it's like me and my high school friend, we are key, like we catching up. Like I'm talking about catching up, and I wasn't answering him because why are you blowing me while I'm out having a time? Like I'm confused. And he called me and I answered, and then he was just cursing me out like, oh, why you like I hate that insecure controlling stuff. Like that was red flags. But that was like after he asked me to be his girlfriend, right? But I just want to tell you that every time we go out, it was always a problem. It was always a problem because he didn't have the budget or didn't have enough money to support me or what I wanted or whatever, right? And it was cool. Like I even doubled down because I'm like, all right, but I'm not gonna do too much, you know. Right now, you in your grinding mode. Right now, you don't really have a good job right now. Ugh. But that wasn't clicking to his head. Right? So boom. Remember, he had a whole surprise, a whole shebang on asking me to be his girlfriend, right? February came, Valentine's Day came. I'm like, okay, so should I hang with my homegirl? Should I hang with my peoples? Or do you got plans for me? He didn't tell me nothing, and I really feel like he didn't tell me nothing because he was trying to see if he could afford whatever he was trying to do. Child, remember, I'm thinking I'm gonna walk into rose petals, a whole can I be a girlfriend sign. Child, this is what he did to ask me to be his girlfriend. Now, mind you, I'm not throwing no shade, no tea. You do what you can afford. Everything, I'm very grateful for everything, because some people don't have a Valentine's, you know? So I got to his house on Valentine's Day because, you know, he invited me over, and I came home and there was a bottle, we had drinks, and he had a teddy bear and my favorite flower, tulips, because their tulips are so pretty. And he asked me to be his girlfriend like that. Teddy bear, flower, would you be my girlfriend? And I'm like, okay, that's nice, that's nice. I said, yeah, you know, because I wanted to be his girlfriend, and but he was skeptical though. He didn't even know if he wanted to be my boyfriend or if I wanted to be his girlfriend for him because of what we was going through, the arguments. He couldn't afford me, so it was like he didn't want to make this long term, and it becomes a bigger problem long term. But you know, I always had hope, so like, you know what, cool. I said yes, and we made it official. But I told him that I was kind of a little upset because he kept prolonging asking me to be his girlfriend, like he was trying to save up for some big shebang when all you did was buy a teddy bear and flowers and ask me to be your girlfriend. Like, I'm so confused. And he got so mad because he's like, what the heck you mean? Like, da, 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 da. And like, that right there pissed me off. Stuff like that. Like, how you saying that you have a whole shebang and you wait and you wait and you wait, and when this is what you give? Like, I feel like that's bare minimum. Like, I could go out and go buy some flowers and some teddy bears and be like, oh, can you be my girlfriend? I could do that anytime, any day. Why do I have to wait till Valentine's Day to do that? Granted, if you want to wait for a special day, go ahead. But that whole, no, I don't accept the bare minimum because I like top tier stuff. Like, I don't know. I guess we official now, and that's February. March come, April come, we still hanging every morning. We eating breakfast. Like, I would like sleep over, stay over, we would go get breakfast together, eat lunch, whatever, go out here and there. We barely went out, for real. Barely went out, child. I don't know, we was just cooped up in the house watching movies, catching attitudes, arguing back and forth, and I used to leave, catch fits, do all that, like, barely. And I used to, child, he didn't have no homeboys. He had one homeboy that he used to play the game with, and like one homegirl. I don't know, child. He was just a mess. Fast forward to the breakup. Now, I gave out a whole backstory of how we met, of how the relationship was going, what we used to do, nada. And he was so insecure. Everything I used to do was such a problem. But yeah. So fast forward to the breakup, right? So remember when I told y'all that he said that in the beginning, you know, somebody tried to pin a baby on him, and he said that the baby wasn't his because the girl didn't even know who the BD was. So I was like, okay, cool. Now fast forward, long story short, he said, oh, he got something to tell me. I came to his house. I was already not feeling him anymore because we used to argue 24/7. Every time I used to go out, he used to blow me up, and I did not answer. And I don't like that controlling stuff. Like, if I'm out, you should tell me enjoy. Like, you should be like, all right, cool, have fun, cool. You should have trust in me. You shouldn't be sitting here in the house cooped up because you can't go out. Now you worrying about me. Like, I don't like that. I don't like stuff like that. So I used to like not ignore him, but like I wasn't feeding into his BS. Like, don't be blowing me up, no. And he used to get so mad and so angry. But like, go ahead, get mad and angry. Go get angry because you're not taking me out. So I'm confused. So long story short, I was over him. Like, I was over him, but I was trying not to be so over him. Like, I was trying to hold on to him, right? Hold on to what? Hold on to potential, child. So he told me, you know, he had to tell me something. And he was like, oh, remember the girl that I told you that, you know, tried to pin a baby on me? 9 months later, she had the baby. She sends him the picture, and it's like, how the hell you still in contact with the dom? Like, and that's one thing. I don't go through phones. I don't go through phones at all, because I'm scared that if I find something, like, I'm that nosy that I will find something, you know. And I don't go through phones, and I had so many opportunities to go through his phone. He literally gave me his phone multiple times because he wanted to go through my phone, but I would never let him go through my phone because, like, you don't pay this phone bill. Why you need to go through my phone for? Like, just why? And it wasn't nothing that I was hiding. You know, personally, as a female, I got stuff in here from my other dogs, my homegirls, my family members that I don't share with people. So it's like, why you want to go through my phone to be nosy? Like, you just, I don't like stuff like that. Like, just ask me. That's all you gotta do. And he would be like, here, go through my phone. And I should have, because he is a liar. He was a very sneaky person, and he was texting females, because after we broke up, he showed me everybody he was texting while he was talking to me. So yeah, but let me get there, right? So he was like, all of a sudden, because why you still got contact with that dom that obviously don't know who the BD is, right? I feel like guys, like, they keep in contact with the people that they done messed with, just so, like, if something ever were to happen, they can always hit that person up, and when they're bored, when they're drunk, when they're horny, to be like, oh, let's link, let's do this because we already did it the first time, you know. That's what I felt like it was. But long story short, 9 months later, the baby came. I guess she sent him the picture, and he's like, oh my gosh, the baby looked like him. He's showing all his family members the baby, they agreeing like, oh yeah, that baby looked like you, da 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 da. And then now, you know, next thing you know, he's dealing with me. He sits down with me and he's like, the baby looks like me. It's probably gonna be 90% his. And it's like, the fact that you telling me that it's 90% yours means that you know that it's yours. Like, all jokes aside, you know it's yours. Because if you didn't know, you would be denying it, like he was denying it before. What I really felt like was that he's the guy that don't like to take accountability, and he's just so like his whole life was just upside down that he didn't want to deal with that. So he denied it 9 months. And it's like, as a guy, you not being with the BM for 9 months and all of a sudden that baby is yours and all of a sudden you want to take care of it now is so weird to me, because you impregnated a female and not even stepping up or taking the responsibility. Because don't get me wrong, some people be taking care of babies that's not theirs, but I feel like you as a grown-ass man know what you're doing. Like, you know what you're doing, you know what you did, right? So I'm like, damn, 9 months and now all of a sudden, like, I feel like that's so weird. But I was like, once he told me that, I was like, okay, so what you gonna do? He's like, oh, I'm trying to do a DNA test. Like, I'm trying to get her to do the DNA test, but she don't want to do it. She don't want to do it. And I'm like, okay, so which one do you want? Do you want her or do you want me? Like, pick and choose. She don't want to do the DNA test, so that's the situation. Tell her like, yo, I'm dealing with somebody right now. Like, I'm not trying to be selfish or nothing, but I don't like confusion. I don't like confusion. So like, let me know what it is or not, so I can know if I need to stay or leave, because I don't like people with kids. I don't deal with people. Yeah, I don't deal with people with kids. So I was telling him like, yo, if you don't have the balls and you not grown enough to put your foot down to go handle that situation, guess what? I'm gonna handle it for you. Cause you seem like you don't know what the heck to do. Talking about the girl don't want to take the DNA test, nigga. Do some shit, like dead ass. So I said, okay, so if she don't want to take responsibility, how about you did the situation? Like, tell her like you done. And girl, he had the nerve to tell me that I was trying to make him not be a dad to his kid. The same kid that you don't know if yours or not. The same kid that you didn't even claim for 9 months. You wasn't even there for the child. Let me not get there. But yeah, I was telling him, dead the situation. If you want me, dead the situation, right? That's one of my non-negotiables, people with kids. And the fact that he told me that, I'm like, okay, so cool. Now you have a responsibility to take care of. I'm out. You're grown as hell. You live with your people. You have nothing going on for your life. Yeah, you're in school, but like, as of right now, your habits are no. Your finances are no. I'm just making matters worse. Like, I'm really just making matters worse. So for me to help you, and I was already over him, I was like, for me to help you, I'm just gonna exit myself out of the situation. And he felt some type of way. At first, he was like, you know what? Whatever your decision is, I respect it. Even his sister respected my decision. Like, girl, yes, like, girl, stand on business and do you. Like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, man, I'm gonna exit myself out of the situation. Cool. And I moved on. Like, yeah, I told him how I felt and I moved on. Like, point blank, like, we're no longer a thing anymore. Like, I don't get it. It's not clocking. We're no longer a thing. So I moved on. Child, and one thing about me, when I move on. Like, do you see this? Like, I could hit somebody up right now and go on a date right now. When do you pick up the car? One thing about me, I'm young and turned. I beat teen pregnancy. So if I beat teen pregnancy, I'm not about to be nobody's stepmama, nobody's step nothing. And he kept trying to talk in my ear like, oh, this not gonna affect us. Like, this baby is not gonna affect us. Mind you, the baby is fresh. You're gonna have to be there for the kid. You're gonna have to be attentive to the kid. I don't wanna be mad or be jealous that you're not giving me attention because you're with the baby all day. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time for that. I don't. So I was telling him like, no, I'm out. Like, you can figure it out. Like, your sister has kids. If you need help, you could go to her. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm so cool off of that. Like, I'm young. I need to live my life. Like, I'm not about to be tied up in this situation. Like, no. Some people do it. I don't. Like, I didn't want to. Like, this is not the life that I envisioned for myself. I know I have more for my life. God has more for my life. So I was out. And child, 2 weeks later, guess what? I went on a date. Like, people be waiting to take me out. People be waiting to like do stuff for me, or people be waiting to talk to me. So I'd be like, you know what? And it is bad to move on so quick, but I'm the type of person, I don't dwell on no situation. I really don't. Like, once you do something to me to make me, once I get emotionally detached, I'm done. Like, I'm done. If I'm still emotionally attached to somebody, I'm not gonna move on quick. But once I'm emotionally detached, baby, I'm gone. And I was already emotionally detached from him because he used to piss me off so many times. Every time I used to go out, every time we used to argue, like I felt like, I don't know, it was just so much stuff in that situation. That situation was so toxic. But yeah, I moved on. I went on a whole date. You know me personally, I'm an Instagram person. Whenever somebody do something nice for me, I'm gonna post it. And child, he used to watch me on fake pages and all that extra stuff, and he seen me on a date and he felt like I was cheating on him, because how was I able to just go on a date after I was end up being done with him? And I feel like he felt like I wasn't done with him because I used to, like, he used to try to manipulate me, right? I already told him how I felt about the situation and I moved on, but like he would be like, oh, why you, like, how the heck you say you're gonna be there for me, and how the heck you say, you know, you want to be in my life, but you're not even there for me in the situation as a friend. And I'm like, what do you mean you want me to be there as a friend? I'm confused. You just want me in your life. Because I feel like, me personally, I had nothing to say to you or how to help you. I just don't, because I don't even have kids myself. So what advice or what help do you need from me to be there? But he just wanted me to be in his life. And mind you, yeah, I told you that I was emotionally detached from him, but like, I'm not gonna say I used to still go over his house. I went over his house like once because he wanted to talk about the whole situation, and I did, and I was there talking to him, and yeah, one thing led to another, boom. But I still 2 weeks later went on a date, because at the end of the day, like, I'm grown and I'm gonna do what I want. I'm not that grown, but like, you know, like, yeah. And he felt some type of way because I had blocked him because I think I blocked him. I don't know. But I just know that he texted me on some random page, was watching my Instagram from a random page. And he just texted me out of nowhere. He was like, oh, I see you on a date. Da, 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 da. So I get it. So every time I've been blowing you up, every time you're going out, you have been cheating. You have been da, 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 da. I know I wasn't crazy. Da, 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 da. Like going off. And mind you, the person number that he's texting me off, the person page that he's texting me off is his homeboy, and his homeboy's in the middle of this, like, bro, I don't know what y'all got going on, but y'all need to solve this, da, 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 da. And I dead told that boy, I'm like, boy, you don't know what type of lies he was telling me. You don't know what he was doing behind my back. So for you to sit up in my face and tell me that I gotta figure it out with him, you need to get out of my face. I didn't care what that boy had to say about nothing. Like, I don't care about nothing. Like, I was just there enjoying myself because he put me through too much, and I'm not about to sit here and deal with it. Okay, so I moved on and I did me. But he was trying to accuse me of being a cheater. I don't cheat. If I want to cheat, I'm just gonna leave. Like, if I don't want the person, I'm just gonna leave. Like, I don't have time for that. I really don't have time for that, because I wouldn't want nobody cheating on me. Like, I'm a real lover girl. Like, I'm gonna stay down for mine, especially if I let me show y'all the voicemail that he sent me, y'all. Let me show y'all the voicemail that he sent me. He was like, well, I'm a cheater, da 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 da. Child, let me show you the voicemail that he showed me. I mean, that he made me.
Bruh, Diana, you funny as hell, bruh. I just went to your IG. I seen you was on a date. Then you posted some flowers. But then you make it seem like I'm tripping, because when I was bringing you up, you made it seem like you ain't doing nothing, you such a scholar. But bitch, I done told you about that shit. I told you if I ever catch you cheating, what I'ma do, because I gave you my all. I told you, you ain't have to do that. You could have just kept that shit a butt, saying, oh, he has other people on the third. But now, bitch, you ride around in that nigga car, you wearing his slippers, you post some flowers. Bitch, I'm finna go inside your head, because I told you, I don't play like that, bro. I don't play like that. I don't play with my heart. Because, yeah, bitch, you finna see me today. Yeah, you finna see me today. I'm finna pull up to your sister crib, and I'm gonna make food. So yeah, it's up now, because you play with me. I told you didn't have to do that. You made it seem like I'm crazy, you made it seem like I be tripping all the time. I be right, bitch, you be cheating on me. But it's cool though. You thought I was crazy before? Bitch, I'm finna make a scene, bitch. I'm finna make a scene. You hear me? Do you fucking hear me, Diana? You fucking dumbass Haitian. Do you hear me, bro? I'm finna scene.
Him calling me a dumbass Haitian is crazy. Cause what? Like, this is why as a Haitian, I don't mess with Yanks. Like, Yanks act like this. Like, y'all act, Americans, they're so, like, they don't know. Like, America is a shitty place. So imagine somebody born and raised in America, no Caribbean descendants. They don't know nothing up here. All they know is baked beans and collard greens. That's all they know. Okay, half of these be on government assistance. I can't even talk too much because I got, you know, a little government assistance, but like half of them don't have passports, don't want to do nothing with their life. They just so comfortable in America. Like people who got Caribbean descendants actually work hard. So him calling me a dumbass Haitian is crazy because this dumbass Haitian got more money than you. This dumbass Haitian got more emotion than you. This dumbass Haitian got a farther, like, come on now, like be really for real. Like I ain't even take it into no offense because you could call me whatever you want. Call me whatever you want. Because at the end of the day, I want to see what you got to bring to the table. Okay, that's really what set the difference between people and people, culture and culture. Okay, you can't talk about no Caribbean person, Spanish, Indian, none of them, because every Caribbean person every person that's not from America know how to work hard. Okay, and him being from America, he don't do shit. Like he don't, and it's sad to say that. But you see how he was talking to me, y'all. And he used to tell me, oh, like he tried to fix himself for me. With his anger, he could curse me out, but he don't be cursing me out. Da 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 da. And I'm like, sir, if you were to curse me out, I would have been left you, and you know that, because I don't tolerate that. I don't tolerate disrespect. If you talk to me any type of way, and that's one of the reasons why we used to argue too. Because every time we argue, he don't know how to talk. So yeah, and that's one thing too. Like, when I moved, because the whole situation happened with me, I had to leave my auntie crib from Broward and move with my sister in Miami, and he helped me move out. So, he didn't help me move out, but he just helped me move my stuff out of my car into my sister's house, and that's something that I should have never did, because I basically, like, you know, let him into my playground. Like, I let him know where I stay, and it's just like, I only did it because I thought we was gonna be together forever, okay? But realistically, I'm never doing that ever again. Like, I did it again with my new house, but like I'm never doing it ever again. I'm sorry, because these niggas are crazy. You see how he said he gonna put up to my sister's house to beat me? So you know me, I'm like, why are you mad and why are you angry that I'm on a date? And then you want to sit here talking about something, I'm cheating on you? What? And you see that he said he been blowing me up every time I go out, because why the heck why are you blowing me up? Like, I hate that. Like, I dead told him, I said, my mother is the last person that used to do that to me. Blow me up, want to know where I'm at, do all that, check my phone, all that. Like, you're not my mother, you're not my parent. I'm confused. I'm so confused. And people used to say, if you try to date somebody that's older than you, all they do is manipulate people. And one thing about people who try to date people that's older than them, to these old niggas, they, especially him, nobody their age wants them because they have a lot going on. Nobody wants them. That's why they go for the young people. Duh. He don't have nothing going on for his life. That's why I'm easy to manipulate. I'm easy his girl. I'm easy da da da. You know? Try that with some other dumbass your age. See how far you gonna get with that. Oh, okay. So once he sent me this voicemail, I'm talking about that whole day we was going back and forth, like, oh, da, 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 da. I'm like, no freaking way, this guy really wants to come and beat me. And I'm like, you living all the way down south, how are you gonna come? How? You don't have no car, so how? And I'm like, okay, he could catch an Uber, you know, that would be the easiest, fastest way. But clearly, you don't have no money to catch no Uber, right? And in the messages of us arguing back and forth, he's like, oh, you know, because I'm like, boy, you have nothing to do with your life. For you to have time, he caught several buses to come all the way to where I was at, to come confront me and cause a scene, which he didn't. So I'm like, okay, cool. All the money you flaunting in my face, talking about something, oh yeah, da, 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 I got this, I got that. Why you ain't catch an Uber to come beat me up? He didn't, right? He had to catch a bus. Like, he was doing all that talking around. Like, I'm talking about, he woke me up out of my sleep 10 a.m. calling me, cussing me out, da, 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 talking about he finna come with me, da, da, da. He came all the way around like what, 3, 4, 12? I can't remember, but it was afternoon time. Child, why? Because he had to catch buses. He finally came, he pulled up to my house. But before he came to my house, I told my sisters, I'm like, yo, this boy trying to come and hit me, da 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 da. I told my sisters, and my cousin needed her hair done, so she came to my house. I had to straighten her hair. It was so crazy how she asked me that day to come, because I didn't tell her about it. But when she came, the boy was gonna be there. So like, perfect. My cousin gonna be there, my sister gonna be there, the one I'm staying with gonna be there. I called my brother. I was like, look, I need you to come handle this to me, because this boy talking about he's finna come pull up on me and try to beat me. I called my little brother. My little brother came. He came with 2 of his homeboys. His homeboys are more like bigger and cocky, and they play football, but they're around the same age. So it's like, yeah, my little brother's gonna whoop him for me, because I didn't want to get into that, but I felt like I wanted to see what he was gonna do. Like, I really wanted to see what he was gonna do, if he was really gonna hit me. And if he would have hit me, I would have took that, because you know, it is what it is. Like, it really is what it is. But yeah, I really knew he didn't really like mess with me, or you know, for real, because, or didn't really love me for real, because if you love somebody, you're not gonna threaten them, you're not gonna want to see them down, you're not gonna put your hands on them. Like, he came to the house, and I didn't tell nobody he was here, and I walked outside because I wanted to see if he was gonna hit me for real. So I went to him, I went to his face, and you know, we just going back and forth, going back and forth. And I guess he looked up and peeped that my people was coming out, because I was really waiting for him to hit me. And I didn't hit him, I just pushed him a little bit, because I'm like, boy, like, you doing all that talking, what's up, I'm here. Child, he looked at dumb, talking about he gonna cause a scene. All he did was just talk smack. And my sister was telling him about his stuff, because it's like, boy, look at you, you're 29 years old, catching several buses to come beat a 21-year-old. I'm so confused. Now me, I'm wrong too for doing that and putting myself in that situation, but it's just like, look at yourself, you have too much time on your hands. How about you go focus on getting money? Like, that's the problem. Focus on getting money. You trying to prove a point, but you didn't prove a point. He came to the house looking dumb. My brothers was there, and it's like, yeah, if you tried to hit me, you was gonna get jumped. I'm sorry, because why are you trying to go hit a female? Why are you beefing with a female? Go about your day. And I'll let y'all hear the messages, not the messages, but I'll let y'all hear the sound, hear the voicemail. He literally said he was gonna upside my head something. Child, I was waiting for him. I wanted him to do it. I really wanted him to do it, because I really wanted to see. Even if I would have got a bruise, child, I don't care. Because it's like, you look pathetic. Like, you look pathetic. And I was telling him that, I'm like, you look stupid. Like, I'm not trying to embarrass you, but since you want to cause a scene, now you're finna get embarrassed. And he came and got embarrassed and felt dumb and shitty. So now you're finna go home, catch on your bus ride home. Now you look stupid. Now you feel stupid. Right? And I don't want to put myself in that situation no more. And I really feel like, because older niggas do that, they try to manipulate females that's younger than them, and I don't like that. Like, I really don't like that. So if a nigga don't have shit going for himself already, I'm not chasing no potential. Show what a nigga got, and what he show you is what it is. Point blank, okay? Like, I used to think, okay, I could get with a guy and we could make something shake together, right? Which I'm supposed to be like, but really, in reality, the guy's supposed to have his whatever, his life going on. You're supposed to have your life going on, and y'all come and y'all just make it times 10. Y'all double it, you know? But that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case, child. But anyways, yep, that's my story time about how I met this guy and how he just put up and tried to beat me. And the fact, I skipped over a lot, but when he came to the house, he was like, he switched the whole narrative. Oh, I'm not here I wasn't trying to hit you for real. I came so I could fight that boy you was on a date with. He wanted to fight the boy, and I'm like, why would the boy be here? Like, the boy's at work. Like, the boy I'm on a date with, he's at work. Like, he's doing his own thing. Why do you think he has time to come here? He's actually doing something with his life, something that you're not doing, okay? Like, be really for real. Like, and all of a sudden you want to fight the boy. I'm like, you want to fight the boy? My brother's right here. Fight my brothers. Don't fight the boy that I was on a date with. The boy that I was on a date with don't have nothing to do with you. You got a problem with me. You said you was coming here for me. I'm here. You don't want to hit me, so my brothers are here. And he left because clearly he knew he was going to get jumped. And child, let me see if I still got his number, bro. I still have his number, but let me show you what he sent me, bro. I didn't read the messages because I feel like it's pointless. But y'all, let me show you this, bro, because I can't believe my life is really a joke. He was like, this is the messages, right? And look at this gun. I'm gonna try to block this out, but this is the messages, right? And this is, look at this gun. Look at this. He didn't have no gun when he came to my house. So it's like, who gun you went to go get to take a picture to send it to me? Like, this guy's a joke. He was like, oh, let me tell you what he said. So I was like, yeah, he came around like 2 o'clock. Mind you, he called me at 10 a.m. cussing me out on the phone. Child, after he left, I was like, please come correct when you talk to me next time. Like, you talking crazy, just know that I got people that gonna stand behind me and step behind me. So don't think you finna, like, for real. And he was like, girl, F you. He was like, you thought them little peons was gonna protect you. He said, he called me the B word. He was like, give me an hour, I'll be back. Girl, I was waiting for him. He never came. He was like, you weren't so retarded, because child, I ran after him and I tried to throw a little water. Child, he was like, it took him everything not to laugh. He was like, I was never gonna hit you, but now since you brought your family, it's up. He was like, I done got high, y'all good, nigga ain't worried about y'all, I'm going home. That's all he do is get high. Remember when I told y'all his habits? He would spend his last $40 on weed, last $100 on weed, versus trying to get his life together. And it's like you trying to run away from your reality and run away from your escape, when it's literally putting your finances in a shithole. Like, you cannot save for nothing, and you can't like don't get me wrong, I used to just a little bit, but then when I started to realize that it started taking over me, like I used to get really mad easily, and I used to feel like, oh, I need to go just decompress. I was like, no, I can't do it no more. And then when I used to I peeped that I used to spend bread, like, no, like my priorities was wrong and off, and I stopped all that. Like, I threw away my trays, I threw away everything, because I'm not about to let this addiction consume me. Some people know how to balance, but he didn't know how to balance, and I used to try to tell him, but it's like, he used to tell me he was gonna stop, but child, yeah. He was like, because I realized you said your brother was only 14, you was about to get them killed. And he was like, oh, but they kids, so I'm gonna spare you. First of all, if you was a real stepper, you would have had that on you when you came. Where the heck you went to go get this? Where did you? Like, you see the type of you see the type of guy I was dealing with. A guy who do all this talking. A guy like, I'm so confused. Like, I'm so confused. And we used to argue. I'm talking about argue go back and forth. That was the whole day arguing, child. It was crazy. This guy is a joke. His life is a joke. I don't know why I dealt with him. It was really for a good time, not a long time. I did see potential in him. I did want a future. I did want a future with him, because I felt like people could change. I really feel like people could change, but I feel like once somebody shows you that they can't change, or that they don't want to change, because you're supposed to come in somebody's life and not make them change, but they should see you and be like, damn, I gotta change for her. And if that don't happen, baby, call it quits. Like, people, like, for example, people wait 3-5 years to get married, right? And then after that, you realize that he's never gonna propose. Why? Because you allow it. You see that he wasn't gonna change, so you stuck around. Me, one thing about me, I don't stick around. I'm young. I'm gonna give you chances. I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna, I expect something to shake, and nothing shook. Like, I cursed them out about having no ambition, and no, you don't want to do nothing with your life. And I told my sister was like, damn, like, why you said that? Like, you hurt his feelings, you hurt his ego. Woo. And I was like, damn, I gotta apologize. So I apologized. But then now my sister realized that his age, his situation, all that, like, you shouldn't, like, my sister is 24, got her own crib, credit is good, like, got her own whip, got her own crib, all that. Like, be really for real. Like, be really for real. Like, and I don't want to compare nobody, but it's just like, I don't know, child. But never again, okay? I'm so sorry, y'all. These story times, I always be embarrassing myself at the end of the day, because it's like, damn, I be settling for that. Like, I really be, and really, realistically, what it be, let me tell y'all for real. Realistically, I just be bored. Like, realistically, I really just be bored, and I don't be having nothing to do. But now that I'm in school, I don't have time for people. I don't have time for people. Like, I really don't. Like, and now that I'm 21, about to be 22. Now that I'm really, like, getting in the prime, like, I'm trying to be married, like, late 20s. Like, I don't have time. I need to grind. I need to build something for myself. So when it's time to get married and it's time to settle down, I'm not here trying to scrap up and I'm still trying to figure it out. No, like, I want to somewhat have my route and then, like, grind with that route. I'm still trying to find my route right now, and I feel like he's still trying to find his route at 29. Cool, child. Never again. Okay. And one thing about me, a lot of people was telling me, like, girl, why you still dealing with him? Like, you too pretty for that. Da 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 da. Child, and I am too pretty for that. And one thing I can tell y'all about anybody who tries to DM me or woody woo, I'm not dealing with nobody no more. I'm not. Like, I might 2 years down the line, a year down the line, I might come back on this camera and have another story time. Who knows? But just know I'm learning myself. Just know that all these experiences are learning experiences. Now I know what I want, and now I know what I don't want. Now I know what I'm gonna settle for, and now I know what I don't settle for. The only thing I can say, and I can congratulate myself, is that every situation that I am in, I always leave with no baby. Okay? That's what you females be failing to realize. I leave with no baby. I don't be, no, because once you have a kid with somebody, you're forever tied down with that person. Like, you're forever tied down with that person. I don't care what nobody say, okay? You're gonna have to co-parent. You're gonna have to let them see their kid. Like, I don't have time for that. A lot of the guys that I be dealing with are okay? But we're done now. I think I'm gonna just let go and let God deal with my relationship and my love life. I'm just focused on working and grinding, okay? If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm not stressing about that no more. I'm just done. If y'all see me post somebody on my story that I'm on a date, just know I'm just on a date. Don't take it serious, okay? Just know that I'm in one of my moments where I just want to be loved and just you know. So yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for hearing my crazy story time. Thank y'all for having patience with me, because we're just learning here. We're just learning, right? Okay, but just make sure y'all like, comment on this video, and subscribe to my channel. I hope I see y'all in the next video. Bye.
My little bitch so bad. My little bitch so bad. My little bitch so bad.